Welcome back to the River City Hardball Podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Gibson. We're presented by our friends at DBAT Jacksonville. And tonight we've got a couple guys from the Coastal Collegiate Baseball League and some interesting stories for both of these. Adam Alicea-Brooks and Ryan Chesney joining us here tonight. Adam, first of all, how are you doing? Thanks for jumping on, man.
Thank you, man. I'm well. How you doing?
Pretty good. Ryan, thanks for joining us. Ryan, you've got some exciting things coming up, but I want to talk first about the Coastal Collegiate Baseball League with both of you. Ryan, how did you find out about this league, and what was your experience like?
Well, for every baseball player, seeking, better opportunity for themselves, you always want to try to keep your game elevated at all times, which is, always trying to get in the proper reps, always keeping consistent work, and obviously trying to play as much baseball as possible because, by the end of the day, playing baseball itself live is always going to boost your confidence in the right direction to eventually try to get to that next level. So you always want to stay consistent while playing the game, So, I've been through a lot of summer leagues and, a lot of different leagues and things like that. And, I was looking from my collegiate season, I was looking for an opportunity throughout the summer. And one of my teammates, Anthony McKinster, he told me about this league. I looked it up, looked at everything that I had to offer. And I ended up coming over here, and it's been a great experience overall. I definitely don't have anything negative to say about it. And, I would recommend it to anybody that's looking for a great opportunity to come here for the summer and play ball.
Adam, what about you? How did you find out about it, and where are you from?
From Atlanta, Georgia, specifically Gwinnett. And honestly, it was my one of our assistant coaches. I didn't know anything about summer ball. All I've been doing is training over summer, so I haven't really played in any leagues. And he really got into it, and he found this league. He told me about it. And I said, hey, that's perfect. My aunt lives down here, so it would just be a smooth transition to come down here, work, and play baseball, get the reps I need. And he talked to Chris Lane about it, and that's how we got it started. So it's been a great opportunity to play down here, and I've loved it.
Adam, what position do you play primarily in the league?
I've been playing everywhere. I've been at second, third. I'm not Ches, but I've mainly been in the infield.
That's awesome. Ryan, you play collegiately at Benedict College in Columbia, South Carolina. Tell us about your experience there, and you've got something exciting coming up, going to play in the MLB Draft League. Tell us about that as well.
Yeah, so it's my journey's been. Everybody has their specific road they travel down. And, as a ball player, we all know the grind is a very humbling experience, to say the least. And, I came out of high school, not having any type of college offers or anything like that. And, I hopped in the union, thought I was going to settle that way, and start my career going through the union, getting a job and just settling that way. And, I was just going through a little bit of men's league, type of leagues and whatnot. And, I missed that competitive nature in stepping on a ball field and really having that competitive side where, you show up to win at all costs, and from there I just sort of, I wanted that competitive nature back. And, I seeked about 15 different showcases around the country and eventually caught an eye from an independent league. And I started my route from high school through independent ball, which is like a little weird of a route to take through baseball. And I ended up scoring a couple contracts through independent ball. I played for independent ball leagues for 3 years for the Empire League. And then I got an offer to a D2 school down in South Carolina. And, that's been, that sort of happened through COVID. So I know every ball player going through, those times were extremely difficult to try to get those reps in, to try to find somewhere, a facility to, hit and things like that, especially if you're up north when, it's snowing, it's cold, it's below 30 degrees. We all know as baseball players, it's a very difficult task to stay, consistent throughout different conditions. But, it's been incredible. And, I did get an opportunity to play my first season in collegiate ball, and I did very well over there. Overall, collegiate ball is just a very, it's the next level up from high school, obviously. And, you get your reps in and, everything goes smooth and, you put in the work and it shows on the field, and to any player that's, just seeking for an opportunity, just always, always, always make sure you are putting your best effort in the cage and make sure you're getting your mental and physical reps in every single day, staying consistent, and people will watch you. People will look for you, and if you are putting in the work, if you are showing what you're capable of on the field, they will find you, and that's sort of what happened with me. I took a direction and, I sort of had an opportunity, I said, okay, I got this summer, with this league, and then I got one more year to prove that I'm worthy for the next level for my senior year, and I got hit up by an Astros scout saying he had an opportunity for me. And I hit him back up. He said, I got an opportunity for you. He sent me a whole big contract and whatnot. I reviewed everything and whatnot. And, it was just – it's still sort of trying to wrap around my mind. I'm about to go up against the top 150 prospects in the country right now to try to deserve a spot in affiliated baseball. And, like I said, to any player that's really just fighting for that opportunity and fighting for that chance, if you do put in the work every single day and you really keep your head down and just focus on yourself and focus on your reps, you will get a look and you will get that opportunity. Just always believe. Always believe.
That's a great message. Adam, I want to go back to you. Tell me about Gwinnett College and your experience there, man.
Dude, Georgia Gwinnett has been crazy. Even in the fall, everything was a grind. It was a battle for positions, and it was a really competitive place. Shout out to Jeremy Sheeter. He really got us right for the season, and even during the season, it was a little bumpy at some times, but we all kept our heads strong, and we just made sure we did the best we could. And fortunately, we made it to the World Series. It didn't go how we wanted it, but it was a crazy experience. We got to play against the best guys in the country, and it's definitely a place that lives in my heart.
Yeah, I was told that Chris told me that you played in the NAIA World Series. Tell me a few things about what that was like.
It was insane because we had a game at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we still had a couple hundred fans just screaming. I felt like a celebrity because you had kids like, oh, can I get your autograph? Can I get a baseball? Can I get your shirt? Can I get your hat? It was really cool. And just like talking to the guys from all different parts of the country, like seeing how they play, and then just learning everything about them. And honestly, being in the hotel too, because we stayed in a hotel with 5 other teams. So we'd be outside or we'll be downstairs playing pool, just having casual conversation with everybody else, just learning things about them. So it was a really great experience just meeting them and enjoying time with my team, honestly.
Ryan, your opportunity down here to play for about a month or so in the Coastal Collegiate Baseball League. Give me a few things that you've taken away from this experience in Jacksonville.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, from start to finish, it has, like I said before, I have nothing negative to say about this league. I came down here with the intention to come down here and become a better ball player for my next collegiate season, and now I'm down here for this month, leading into the biggest opportunity in my life. And honestly, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else to get these mental and physical reps because, like I said, as a ball player, you always want to stay up to par. And this league gives you an opportunity to do that. They have a great facility about 10 minutes down the road. You go to D-Bats, they have a lot of stuff you can use, a lot of different gadgets and things you can use just to get your reps in and stuff like that. They have times where you can hop in there whenever you want, and they won't question anything about it. Here, you need tees, you need baseballs, you need whatever you want. They're going to be there. They're going to provide you with everything you need to get better in that aspect. And then for game times, all the fields are up to par. The fields we play at are great. The max you're driving a half hour, which as ball players we know traveling, you could be traveling 12 hours and stuff just to go play. So, the fields are pretty close. And, Chris and his guys, they're great. They keep all the fields, maintained and everything like that. They have 2 hitting coaches where, you step in the box and you're trying to do the best of your ability, take all those mental and physical reps from the cage and, do the same thing in the box. Well, as ball players, we know that sometimes that doesn't happen. So, sometimes we get out of mechanic, we get out of focus, our timing isn't there, whatever the aspect is, they have some guys that as soon as you hop out of the box, you walk back to the dugout and they're right there to give you input and, there to absorb your questions and answer them to their full potential. And, just overall, this league is top notch. I've been through a lot of different leagues, a lot of different summer leagues, and you read before you head out there exactly what they're trying to offer you. And usually when you do end up going there, most of everything they say in that contract is not up to par. And this is one of the leagues that, everything that they say they are going to provide, they have provided, then in and then out. So, I mean, there's nothing negative I have to say about this league. And if you're trying to come here and, get some summer ball in, get your reps in, this is definitely a great place to do it.
I'm going to tell you this, Chris needs to hire you as the spokesperson, man. I love it. I love what you're saying, and it's great. Adam, speak to that as well because you've played in it. What's your experience been like in it?
Yes, sir. It's definitely been a great time playing here, especially with me personally just trying to get my mental reps and physical reps, just trying to stay locked in on every single pitch, every single AB, and every single rep in the field. It's very competitive. We it still gets chippy. Everybody wants to win, and I love being out here. I love the competitiveness, and it's just a great time being around these guys. It's also like a learning moment. Yeah, go Sharks.
Go Sharks.
You playing with it's a mixture of young guys and old guys. So it's pretty much any league, and you're just trying to teach the game just as much learn the game. So it's a great mixture of everything.
And it is a lot of times in the summer about just getting reps. You guys have both mentioned mental and physical reps. It's such an important part of it. Adam, have you zeroed in on a specific position that you'd like to play? Is there a position at Gwinnett that you play a lot that you'd like to play?
So during the summer is zero in at short and second base. I really want to work on my range and the plays that I can do. And then at Georgia Gwinnett, it's been pretty much second and third that I've practiced at and played at. So it's just I've been all over the field too. So even at Georgia Gwinnett, I was in the outfield too. So I've had a lot of different positions on the field.
And teams will keep you if you can be versatile. That's for sure. Ryan, where's your position on the field? Tell us about that and maybe where you expect and hope to play at the next level.
Yeah, for sure. For me, I was born and raised an outfielder. I was always a center fielder. If teams or anybody would ask me what my position is, it was never outfield. It was center field. That's it. Center and nothing type of deal. And then, I ended up having a little setback. I had a grade 2 tear in my hamstring. And that set me back a little bit, but I went through the rehab, took the proper time off. And luckily that was sort of within the same time frame as COVID. So, nothing really was going on at that time. So that helped me out, get myself back and stronger. And now I feel bigger, and stronger than ever. So, that helped me out in that aspect. But when I did end up going to college, we were struggling, throughout the season. We were losing a lot of games and, we had a lot of freshmen within that team. Out of 25 guys, we had 17 freshmen come in and, this is fresh off of COVID. So nobody's really been playing and whatnot. So I sort of shifted around the entire field to help, the holes and the gaps in our defense. So, I played third base, I played shortstop, I played center, right, left, pretty much all over the field. And, I liked it so much because I've never stepped foot out of the outfield. So when I did make that switch, it sort of involved me a lot more in the game. And I was a lot more, I actually had friends, because in the outfield, sometimes it tends to get a little lonely and kicking grass and things like that. You hop into the infield and you guys are all chirping, you guys are all chatting and stuff. You're locked in a lot more because especially playing third, you always got to be aware because that is a hot corner and that ball comes at you pretty quick. So, I mean, for the most part, I just want to keep that going and just try to be more of a utility player to try to get an extra opportunity, at the higher level to say, hey, as long as I'm producing in the box, I could hit, find me a spot. I'll try to lock any spot I could down. And, if you have faith in me to lock that spot down, I'll show you that I could.
Final few moments here with you guys. Really appreciate a few minutes of your time tonight. Adam, you're an Atlanta guy. Gwinnett, are you a Braves guy? Are you a Braves fan?
No, sir. No, sir. Big Yankees fan. Big Yankees.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a huge Braves fan, so it's funny. It's funny, man. Like I actually work for a sports radio station here in Jacksonville, and we had a conversation today on the radio. Which team does America hate more, the Yankees or the Astros? Because obviously the Astros cheated, right?
It's got to be the Astros now.
Well, no, I'm not even a Yankees guy, dude. And I said the Astros because it's like the Yankees haven't really done anything wrong. They just signed all the best players for years.
Yeah.
The Astros literally cheated to win a World Series. Like, it has to be them. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, let me ask you something. So, like when it comes down to all the technology, and obviously there's a lot more technology now than there was back in the day. Do you think the Astros were the only team that cheated their way to a victory?
No, but they were the one that got caught. And
They got caught. Because I think in my head, like I feel like every team has their little scheme of trying to get that upper edge on a few different series or whatever the case is. But I think they were the team that went a little overboard and caught a few eyes, and that's why they went down the way they did. But
yeah, they did. And so, look, I know you got an Astros scout that's, you're trying to help you out. So I believe what you're trying to say. So,
yeah,
I got it. You're good. Hey, I want to ask you, Ryan, real quick before I let you go. How does the MLB Draft League work? Did they just call you and say, hey, we'd like to bring you in? How did that work?
Yeah, so pretty much the MLB Draft League is they have two different cuts to it. So the first cut is or the first half of the league is mainly high school kids that are looking to get drafted. They hop in that for the first, portion of the MLB Draft League. And, they don't get paid or anything like that, but it's a huge opportunity to make those connections and, to be surrounded by MLB affiliated scouts, coaches, hitting coaches, the top of the line type of instruction. So the second portion is which I'm coming into, which is the junior college and up. So as of right now, I just had to opt out of college, so I can no longer go back to college because currently I'm under contract of the MLB. So, it's a great league, to be honest, like I said, I'm still trying to wrap my head around the fact that, I did get the offer and I did get a contract, out of 150 kids, so that was very, that was very humbling, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity. But, they set you up with housing, they pay for all your transportation and things like that. Everybody, all your coaches, your hitting coaches, everything is involved with MLB affiliated guys. There's going to be about 20 plus affiliated scouts at attendance at every game. Every game is going to be live streamed on MLB Network. Every stadium we play in is going to be single A and double A stadiums. And, they're really trying to create that feel for the next level. They're really trying to enhance your vision on what it's going to be like to get to that next level, So as of right now, these 6 weeks coming up are going to be the most crucial 6 weeks of my entire career, because last year was the first year they really operated this league. And 39 out of 150 players got signed to affiliated baseball, which, as baseball players know, that is a very large portion of players to get signed, especially to affiliated baseball through their farm systems. So it's a blessing in disguise, and I'm more than ready for this opportunity. So
that's awesome, man. We're definitely rooting for you. Ryan Chesney of the Sharks out of New Jersey and Benedict College in South Carolina. Adam, what's next for you, man? You're going back to Gwinnett after this is done. Tell us what's upcoming for you, man.
No, sir. I'm actually looking for a school now. Just trying to find a home to graduate at. So my whole summer now is just trying to find coaches and teams where I can just, connect, connect with and just hopefully get
dude, the dog. This dude's a dog. For any coaches watching this, telling you.
Well, hey, I think Adam, this league could be an opportunity where coaches and potentially other schools can see you. So, do you look at it as an opportunity like that?
Yes, sir. I'm honestly, like, when I'm playing, I don't think about it.
Right.
Just like I said before, I'm working through stuff. Football player, and then outside of it is when I'll think about, okay, like, how do I do today? And then have a conversation with myself, like, was it the best performance? What could I improve? Stuff like that. And I just let my cards play, honestly. I just go out there, trust myself, trust my talent. And if they like me, they like me. If they don't, hopefully I'll find another opportunity.
Adam Alicea-Brooks and Ryan Chesney from the Sharks of the Coastal Collegiate Baseball League. Guys, really appreciate a few minutes of your time. Normally I keep these a little bit shorter, but you guys were so much fun, I kept it a little bit longer. So thanks so much for your time, and definitely pulling for you. Best of luck moving forward, guys. Thank you.
Thanks so much. I appreciate you having us.